Legend of Yufei, Chapter 41.
We start with Yu Yin, General Yufei's son.
Yeah.
And he's in serious trouble. He's literally fallen into a pit trap. And immediately these grappling hooks, they start reaching for him from both sides. It's a full-on ambush.
Right, a classic bandit setup. But Yu Yun isn't just any warrior.
Definitely not. The text says he lets out this huge roar. And his horse, it performs this incredible feat. He suddenly leaps.
Springs them both right out of the pit. It's quite a visual.
It really is. And then Yu Yun gets his twin hammers, his sing, going batting away those hooks and just takes off. But the bandits are right behind him.
So who are these guys?
Good question. The leader is Lu Ni, that's me. He's the second son of Lu Yu Yin. Apparently, he wasn't always a bandit chief.
Oh, how'd that happen?
The story goes he got separated from his group during a hunt and sort of fell in with these bandits. He was just watching them set up their nets when Yu Yin tumbled in.
So a bit of an accidental encounter at first.
Kind of. But then Yu Yun escapes, which is surprising enough. But what really grabs Lu Ni's attention, the thing that starts the whole chase, it's the horse.
Ah, yes, the horse.
He sees that magnificent, like a red hair horse, legendary stuff. The text says he found it, like, incredibly desirable.
That desire for the horse itself is the trigger, not necessarily Yu Yun.
Exactly. That's all it takes. He jumps on his own horse, pulls out his sword, and leads his gang after Yu Yun.
So the chase goes on until dusk starts to fall. Yu Yun needs somewhere to stay.
Right. He's shaking them off for the moment, but he's exhausted, needs shelter. He spots this large estate, the Gong family estate, rail.
Just as they're closing the gates for the night.
Perfect timing, or maybe not so perfect. He dismounts, very humbly asks for lodging. Explains he's a traveler, Mrs. Stop.
And the steward is polite, says the owner. Gong Ziel is a kind man, but, it's really late.
They offer him just a modest side room, not even any bedding. But they promise to take good care of his horse, which seems to be the main thing for Yu Yun.
And he gratefully accepts. It's these little details, isn't it? The hero needing basic shelter, worrying about his horse.
Totally. He kind of grounds the epic, makes him seem more human, more relatable before things get intense again.
Exactly. It humanizes him, shows his practical needs amidst all the high-stakes drama, but this simple stop for the night, it escalates very quickly.
Oh, yeah, because this is where the plot thickens, right? Lu Ni, chasing the horse, ends up at the Gong estate.
But it turns out his arrival there isn't just about the horse. There's another motive.
Yes. This is such a villainous twist. Apparently, Lu Ni had this long-standing plan to kidnap Gongzi's daughter.
Right, to make her his Miu, his banded wife.
So chasing Yu Yin's horse just, accidentally brings him right to the place he wanted to attack anyway?
Pretty much. It's this dark irony. He's pursuing one prize and stumbles right onto another target he already had in mind.
It's almost funny in a grim way. Like, oh, while I'm here stealing this horse, might as well do that kidnapping I planned. What does that say about him?
Opportunistic doesn't quite cover it, does it? So, with these dual goals, the bandits just storm the place.
Gongzi and his household staff, they try to fight back bravely, but...
Yeah, they're quickly overwhelmed. It looks really bad for the Gong family. Their fate is hanging by a thread.
But all the noise wakes up Yu Yun in his little side room.
Naturally. And he doesn't hesitate.
No, he grabs his hammers, rushes out, and bellows that great line. Yu Yun! Where are you going, bandit?
Liu Ni must have been completely stunned. He wasn't expecting this.
Not at all. Yu Yun takes him down with a single blow. Just like that.
Leader's gone. The rest of the gang panics.
They scatter immediately. Yu Yun even chases down a few more before they vanish into the night. Crisis averted.
Incredible intervention. Just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Well, the wrong place initially, falling into the trap, but the right place to save the Gong family. So Gongzi comes out, deeply grateful.
Understandably. Says Yu Yun saved his entire family.
And Yu Yun, very straightforward, just says, Yu Yufei's eldest son, Yu Yun.
Imagine the reaction. Gongzi must have been floored. He immediately orders a feast.
Of course. But while that's happening, Gongzi's wife, the text calls her Hu, she's watching Yu Yun.
She sees he's young, impressive, and probably unmarried.
Exactly. An idea sparks. She pulls her husband aside and suggests, hey, let's offer our daughter in marriage to him.
As a reward, but also, a pretty strategic alliance.
Definitely. So Gongji puts the proposal to Yu Yun.
But Yu Yun, he's very proper, very respectful of tradition.
Right. He says, Yokyu. Juyun, marriage is a huge deal. I have to tell my parents before I can possibly agree.
He can't just accept on the spot. It shows his character, his filial piety.
So instead, as a kind of promise, a betrothal token, he offers something interesting.
Those 12 golden coins, right?
Yeah. Coins his grandmother gave him for protection. He offers these as the pledge.
Saying he'll come back and marry her too when peace returns.
Wow. So the betrothal itself is tied to this larger hope for peace in the land.
Exactly. It connects his personal commitment directly to the national situation. Gongzi accepts, the deal is sealed, and Yu Yun leaves the next day for Oxhead Mountain.
That promise, those coins, they feel really significant, not just a romantic gesture.
Not at all. It's like planting a seed of hope for future stability, right in the middle of chaos. It links personal relationships, bravery, and that collective yearning for peace. It's laying groundwork.
It really is. A powerful moment of hope. But, okay, while Yu Yun's story gives us that hopeful thread, the chapter then shifts, doesn't it? The mood gets heavier.
Oh, definitely. We pull back to see the bigger picture, and it's fraught with anxiety and grief. It reminds us what Yu Yun is fighting towards.
We go to Oxhead Mountain, We find General Nuga, and it's the Mid-Autumn Festival.
Usually a time for family, celebration. Niu Gao even tells his subordinate he's done crying, he won't cry anymore.
But as soon as the subordinate leaves, it's a different story. He orders food, wine, and prepares Yu.
That's soup rice, often used as a memorial offering. He takes it to a grave.
And he just cries out for his brother, who obviously doesn't answer, and he weeps. He completely breaks down. The text says he faints right there at the grave.
It's such a raw, painful image. It really hits home, the personal cost of this endless war, even for a famously tough, maybe even boisterous general like Niu Gao.
Shows that beneath the battlefield persona, there's this deep well of grief. The festival probably just makes it worse.
Absolutely. It highlights the psychological toll. This isn't just strategy, it's human suffering.
And that contrasts so sharply with Yu Yun's new betrothal. Meanwhile, we see General Yu Fei himself.
Right. He's out with Zhang Bao, doing reconnaissance, scouting the enemy camp.
He gets right up close, sees the sheer number of enemy soldiers, and his mind immediately goes to the big worries.
Logistics and safety. How can we protect the emperor if he comes down? And what if we run out of food?
Classic commander concerns. The weight of responsibility is palpable.
And then there's that ominous observation.
Yeah, he sees this Yu, this fierce, murderous aura filling the sky off to the southwest.
And it instantly makes him think of Gao Cheng, who died in the enemy camp.
He's wondering what other unknown dangers are lurking out there. It gives him this sense of unease.
It's more than just a feeling. In that context, it's like a tangible warning. It adds this layer of almost supernatural dread to the practical dangers.
So he heads back, issues orders for tighter security at all checkpoints. He's clearly sensing trouble brewing.
He's trying to anticipate, to control what he can, but you feel the pressure building.
And then our focus shifts again, this time to the very top, Emperor Gaozong.
He's at the Jade Void Palace, Bushin, also during the Mid-Autumn Festival. He's with his advisor, Li Gang.
And he's just lamenting his life, his bitter fate, recounting everything.
His capture, the escape, becoming emperor, but constantly being chased. He's weeping.
All he wants is peace, just like Yu Yun wished for his marriage. It's the common thread.
Everyone's longing for it. Li Gang tries to console him.
Tries being the operative word. He reminds the emperor he's actually lucky compared to the two previous emperors.
Yeah, the ones imprisoned up north, sitting under the northern sky, eating beef and drinking sour milk.
Not exactly comforting, is it?
No. It backfires completely. The emperor just cries harder.
Poor Li Gang. He can't stop the tears, so he shifts tactics. He quotes the saying, How many times in life do you really get to see the moon directly overhead? Basically, seize the moment.
And suggests they go look at the moon to try and lift his spirits.
Yeah, it really brings up that question, doesn't it? How do these leaders, Niu Gao, Yu Fei, Gaozong, how do they even cope with all this? The grief, the anxiety, the sheer weight of it all?
Yeah, you see the profound human struggle beneath the titles and the strategy. Even the emperor isn't immune to just despair.
And that despair, that very human need for solace, leads directly into the next point of tension.
Right. Because the emperor, encouraged by Li Gang, decides he really wants to go down the mountain to see the moon better. He wants to dispel his sadness, Wuzhu, A very understandable desire.
But when they get to the checkpoint, the Spirit Official Hall, they hit a wall.
The commanders there, Tao Jin and Zhu Ying, Kawi, they block the way.
They basically say, Your Majesty, with all due respect, if you go down the mountain, Marshal Yu Fei will punish us severely. Actually, they're under strict orders from Yu Fei. Keep the Emperor safe, which means keeping him on the mountain.
So you have this direct clash, the emperor's personal wish versus military protocol designed for his own protection.
It's a fascinating dilemma. The Emperor's emotional need versus the cold, hard logic of wartime security. The guards are caught right in the middle.
Gaozong doesn't back down, though. He insists.
Sure.
I have my own ideas. It'll be fine. Nothing will go wrong.
And he even says he'll take the fall if Yu Fei gets angry. He pulls rank.
What can the guards do? Their emperor is ordering them. Exactly. They have to let him pass, but they're clearly uncomfortable. Zhu Ying pulls Li Gang aside and warns him, essentially, make sure this is quick.
You could feel their anxiety. So the Emperor and Li Gang ride down to Lotus Leaf Ridge, each.
And then another little twist, Li Gang points out that from there, they can actually see the enemy camp.
Hanging out, appreciating the moon, in a war zone.
Seems like it. Maybe a bit too relaxed. They have no idea who else is nearby.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. The enemy general, Wuzhu, and his advisor, Hami-Chi, they're also out scouting.
Okay, this can't be good.
Not at all. Wuzhu hears the king's voice, recognizes it immediately, and he sees his chance. A massive opportunity to capture the future emperor.
Wow. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. For the king, anyway.
Right. So Wuzhu tells Hami-Chi, go get reinforcements. But he doesn't wait. He rides up quietly himself.
Sneaky.
Very. And then, boom, confronts Gaozong. Shouts, Wangere! Like royal son, but it's meant as an insult.
And that does it.
Oh, yeah. Terrifies the king and Li Gang. They just turn and run. Bolt.
So who tries to stop Wuzhu? There must have been some guards.
There were. Officers like Zhu Ying try to block him, make a stand. But Wuzhu is just too much for them. They're getting overwhelmed fast. Things look dire.
But someone sounds the alarm.
Exactly. A quick-thinking officer starts drumming an alarm back at the main camp. That signal is crucial.
So the alarm reaches Marshal Yu Fei. He must have been frantic.
Deeply alarmed, the text says. And then, get this. His guard, Zhang Bao, runs up and says Zhang Xian, one of the generals, has already gone.
Gone where?
To save the emperor. And he took the marshal's horse to do it.
No way. He just grabbed the marshal's horse?
Mm-hmm. Yep. The source says he didn't care about anything, just saw the emergency and acted, grabbed the best horse available, which happened to be Yu Fei's, and charged off. Yu Fei himself starts to go on foot. He's that worried.
That's incredible initiative. Maybe slightly reckless, but incredible.
It's pure battlefield instinct. He races down the mountain, sees Zhu Jing's men struggling, and just dives right into the fight.
And he goes straight for Wuzhu.
Straight for him. One powerful spear thrust, aiming for the face.
Does he get him?
Almost. Wuzhu manages to dodge, just barely, but the spear catches his ear, tears it open.
Ouch. That's gotta hurt. And probably shock him quite a bit.
Definitely. Wuzu's startled, he's injured, he turns and flees.
But Zhang Xian doesn't stop there.
No way. He's relentless. He chases Wuzhu all the way back into the Jin camp.
Into the enemy camp. Alone.
Pretty much. Slashing with his spear, whipping soldiers out of the way, driving Wuzhu deeper and deeper into his own rear camp.
How long does this go on?
The text says he only turns back towards Nutu Mountain after about 2 hours. It's well into the night by then.
Just amazing. The sheer audacity. It shows how one person's boldness can completely turn things around, right?
Absolutely. It wasn't strategy. It was pure courage, shattering the enemy's plan and morale. It bought crucial time.
Meanwhile, back near the mountain, Yu Fei finds the king and Li Gang.
Yes, he intercepts them, shaken but safe. And Yu Fei, well, he doesn't mince words.
He tells them off.
He directly scolds Li Gang. Basically says, you were responsible for his safety. How could you let him be exposed like this?
And Li Gang.
He takes it, humbly accepts responsibility. Then Yu Fei personally makes sure the emperor gets back to the main camp safely. Accountability, even amidst chaos.
What a sequence of events. But the night's far from over, is it?
Not even close. While all this is happening, another key figure, Nu Gao, is about to make his own very unique entrance.
Nu Gao. Always expect the unexpected with him. Where do we find him?
Asleep, on the grave of his sworn brother Gao Chong.
Asleep. On a grave. During a battle.
That's Nu Gao for you. It's kind of poignant, actually, but then he's woken up.
By the battle sounds.
By a voice. According to the source, a voice calls out, "Brother Niu, quickly rise and achieve merit."
Whoa, a voice? Like, whose voice? Gao Sheng's ghost.
It's deliberately ambiguous, I think. Is it a dream? His subconscious? Or maybe, yeah, something supernatural? The story leaves it open.
But New Gao reacts.
Instantly. He's groggy, but he gets up, grabs his horse and his mace, and just charges down the mountain.
And nobody stops him.
Nope. The guards at the base see him go tearing off.
And just figure it's New Gao being New Gao. Or maybe think he has orders?
Exactly. They just assume he's on a mission from the marshal or something, so they don't report it.
Classic New Gao. So he rides straight for the enemy camp.
Straight in, which, you can imagine, really annoys Wuzhu.
Oh man, Wuzhu again. He must be thinking, not another one.
Pretty much, the text has him crying out, "New Gao also comes to bully me." He rides out to fight him. He's having the worst night ever.
So New Gao versus Wuzhu. How does that go? New Gao must be outnumbered.
He is, and he panics initially, but then he hears the voice again.
The same voice.
Seems so. "Brother Niu, your younger brother is here to help you."
Wow. Okay, so whether it's real or in his head, it gives him a boost.
Definitely. He parries Wuzu's axe attack and manages to land a blow with his mace on Wuzu's shoulder.
He hits him? Does Wuzhu retreat again?
He does, but Niu Gao's problems aren't over.
Right, the other soldiers.
Exactly. They start swarming him. The source says his arms get tired. He's sweating like crazy, starting to falter. He's just overwhelmed.
What does he do?
In desperation, he shouts out loud, "Brother Gao, come and help me again," calling for his dead brother.
And the enemy soldiers?
They mock him. They think he's losing his mind. "Talking to ghosts" is the phrase used. And they press the attack, closing in, trapping him.
So it looks like curtains for New Gao. This mix of bravery and maybe delusion.
It's a really fascinating moment. Is it grit? Is it belief? Is it something else? But yeah, things look very, very bad for him.
But just when things look hopeless for New Gao, enter the next hero.
Precisely. This is where Yu Yun, Yu Fei's son, arrives. Talk about timing.
The young lion appears. What does he see?
He gets to Nutu Mountain, sees the massive enemy camp sprawling below, sees the fighting, and his reaction.
Let me guess. Charge.
Basically, he says, "Wonderful! Look at all these enemy soldiers. Let me go kill them all."
That's some serious teenage confidence.
Yeah.
Or maybe just battle lust.
A bit of both, probably. He doesn't hesitate, grabs his hammers, these huge signature weapons, and charges straight into the Jin camp.
Does he announce himself?
Oh, yeah. Shouting, "Young Master Yu Yun comes to storm the camp." It's pure shock and awe. The enemy soldiers just buckle under his assault.
And guess who he runs into?
You got it. Wuzhu. For the third time tonight.
Wuzhu must be absolutely losing it by now.
Completely enraged, he swings his axe at Yu Yun.
How does the kid handle it?
Incredible skill. Yu Yun parries the axe with his left hand and with his right smashes his hammer towards Wuzu's face.
Another face shot. Does it connect?
Wuzhu jerks back fast so the hammer misses his face but scrapes hard across his belly. The text says, "Unbearable pain."
Oof. Third time unlucky for Wuzhu. Does he flee again?
He retreats again, yeah. Badly hurt this time. 3 encounters, 3 injuries or retreats. His night is a disaster. And the sources explicitly state Wuzhu suffered 3 major losses, 3 that night. His camp is wrecked by Yu Yun's charge.
Does Yu Yun chase him?
No, interestingly, he seems more focused on just general destruction. He keeps carving a path through the camp, like entering an uninhabited land, bodies piling up, blood flowing, total rampage.
Until he finds New Gao.
Exactly. He eventually fights his way to where New Gao is still besieged, still fighting desperately.
And he just wades in.
With a few swings of his hammers, he scatters the soldiers around New Gao, breaks the siege instantly.
Does New Gao realize who saved him?
Not right away. He's still fighting like a madman, swinging wildly.
Yu Yan has to.
Yeah, he has to shout, "Uncle New, stop! It's me, your nephew Yu Yun."
Huh. Uncle New. I love that.
New Gao finally snaps out of it, realizes who it is, and together they fight their way back out of the enemy camp.
What an entrance. Yu Yan didn't just help, he completely changed the battlefield dynamic.
Totally. A single young warrior shifted the momentum, rescued a veteran hero, and inflicted serious damage and morale loss on the enemy commander. It's a huge moment.
Okay, so after all that, they finally get back to Yu Fei's camp. What's the debrief like? Starting with New Gao.
New Gao reports in, and it's typical New Gao. He's a bit flustered.
How so?
He starts off admitting he doesn't really know how he got down the mountain, just that he somehow ended up fighting in the enemy camp and Yu Yun brought him back.
He admits he doesn't know.
initially. But then he quickly backtracks and says, oh yeah, he totally went down there on purpose to rescue his nephew Yu Yun.
Smooth. Does Yufei buy it?
Probably not, haha. But Yufei understands Niu Gao. He gets the gist. Niu Gao fought bravely, Yu Yun saved him. He just dismisses him.
All right. Then Yu Yun gets called in.
Yes. He comes in, pays respects to his father, the marshal, and the other generals. Yufei, ever the father, asks him why he isn't at home studying.
Even after that display, he asks about his homework.
Seems like it. A bit of dry parental authority, maybe.
How does Yu Yun respond? Is he intimidated?
Not at all. Very calmly, he just recounts everything that's happened to him recently.
Which is there, is that?
Oh, yeah. He explains how Jurchen soldiers tried to grab his family back home, how he fought them off, his journey to the front, meeting another young warrior named Guan Ling, killing an enemy general named Lu Ni.
He killed an enemy general on the way.
Apparently so, and even mentions getting engaged to a Mrs. Gong. It's like a whole adventure story packed into a few sentences.
Delivered matter-of-factly, this kid is something else.
He really is, and his competence, his calm report, clearly impresses Yufei, despite the homework comment, because Yufei immediately gives him a really important mission.
More than just fighting.
Much more. A strategic assignment. He gives Yu Yun a document to deliver urgently to a General Fu stationed at Jinmen Town.
What's the message?
The goal is critical. Get General Fu to dispatch troops immediately, break the Jurchen forces pinning them down, and ensure the Emperor can get back safely to the capital, Jinling.
So Yu Yun is now key to the Emperor's escape route and the larger strategy.
Exactly. It's a time-sensitive, high-stakes courier mission, but given who Yu Yun is, you suspect it won't just be delivering a letter.
Right. Knowing Yu Yun, how does he decide to get there?
He's given the legendary red hair horse another sign of trust, and he's got his silver hammers. As he's about to leave, he thinks about the route.
Safest way, fastest way.
Fastest, maybe, but definitely not safest. He decides, this is important. I need to break through Zanhen's camp. That's the proper path.
Break through another enemy camp, just to deliver a message.
That's Yu Yun. Why go around when you can go through? He sees it as the correct or direct path, even though it means more fighting.
So he rides straight for another Jurchen general's camp. Zanhen this time.
Yep. Rides up, announces himself, Yu Yun is here, and charges in.
And that's where the excerpt leaves us. On that cliffhanger.